There we are. You're live. I'm live. Check this out. So my daughter and I go for a walk this morning, and we found a woodpecker feather. That was pretty cool. Yeah, nature is all around. Oh, nature is all around us. Pretty awesome. Hummingbirds, bird feather, wasps. Watch out. Anyhow, okay. Can't tilt that, but so I wanted to share. Where are we? How can I turn this around? There we go. Okay. I wanted to talk today about how your mind can create the pain that you feel. I just got off a coaching call with a private client, Joey, and what he would do is he would work out. He would feel good with the workout. Then he'd go home and eat dinner, get ready for bed, and all of a sudden his knee would start aching a whole lot. And what would happen is it would get his mind racing, and that which would make the situation worse. And he ended up he would be in pain the majority of the night, and I would give him pain pattern interrupts, which would create comfort, interrupt the pain that was going on with the knee, but his mind was racing so much that it would actually make the knee pain worse. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is I see a lot of clients, I see a lot of people suffering with pain, and it's a little bit of a chicken or egg scenario. Did the knee pain happen and then you started thinking and worrying about it? Or were you thinking and worrying about your knee and then the knee pain happened? And it's a really important distinction because the tools I gave Joey in terms of working with that are on both ends of the spectrum. There's things we were doing from a physical perspective to interrupt the patterns of tension, the patterns of pain that were going on in the neurology of his knee, to create the comfort, to put his mind at ease on the other end of the spectrum. And then I was giving him some things to work with from a mental and emotional perspective that would calm his mind, so the tension in his body, the stress in his body would dissipate as a result of calming the mind. So it would facilitate the release of the tension patterns on the other end of the spectrum, which was the physical experience of pain in the knee. And the more I'm in this area of study or working with clients that are experiencing physical pain, it is the understanding that both of these play a role in your experience of pain. And if you don't look at both of them, you're leaving a lot on the table. And especially people that have been suffering with pain for weeks, months, years, some people even decades. There is a huge reality that needs to be taken into consideration, that what's going on in your mind is physically manifesting in your body. Now, this isn't woo-woo stuff. You can tell when someone's stressed. You can tell when someone's upset. You can tell when someone's happy. So how you emotionally feel shows up in how you move. And if you aren't looking at the mind and the emotions and how they play a role in your experience of physical pain, a lot of people are leaving a lot of stuff on the table. And it could be why you're stuck. It could be why, if you're just looking for exercises to relieve the pain in your knee or a couple of stretches, it's not going to cut it. Your body is dynamic. Your body continually shifts and changes and moves and adjusts to thousands of different inputs every day. And those different inputs need to be taken into consideration and looked at in a way that allows you to be empowered with the knowledge and understanding of what's going on in your body. There's another piece I was worked on with Joey, and it was around the mental state in looking at what's going on with the knee. And I gave him a mental outlook that's important to have, or at least that I've adopted, that's been very successful in terms of looking at pain as an objective third-party observer. Because if you have an experience in your physical body and you immediately get yourself worked up about it, and you're going off the rails and worrying, and your mind is racing 1,000 different directions, making any educated choice about what to do for your knee from that place is not going to get you anywhere. You're going to get stuck there. It's kind of like you're in a tornado trying to figure out where you're going to build a house. Not going to work. It's not a good place to be. It doesn't move you forward with your knee or in your life. Like, ask any successful people in business or successful people in life. They don't make choices when they're spun out, when they are worried and concerned about things. They try to gather as much information as they can and make educated decisions from that place of a calm, focused, grounded place. And this is the same thing that needs to be done when you're experiencing knee pain. So, I forgot to say, give the video a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the Knee Pain Guru YouTube channel, turn on notifications for future videos. If you have questions, like I just saw one pop in the live chat, please enter those in there and I will take a look at those. Let me see how I can get that one back. We got from Pat. It says, I had a knee replacement. I'm in a lot of pain, and my surgery was in 1918, and I have loose screws. Wow. 1918, huh? If there is, and this is important in addressing any sort of knee pain, we have to have a mechanically sound knee, whether we're talking about a knee replacement or otherwise. We want to make sure that, loose screws means the pain could be caused by the instability in the joint as a result of the loose screws. You definitely want to check with your doctor about that. I have members in Knee Club, which is, my online group coaching program, with that have knee replacements that have been getting phenomenal results. And it's a direct result of their mental place of being open to working with their body in a different way. Melissa, the client with the knee replacement, she had 2 knee replacements, is getting amazing results. But the knee replacement is mechanically sound. Like, there's nothing going on with the knee replacement. There's a whole host of issues that we could have problems, like you said, the loose screws with it, and that would be something you would need to address with your doctor. As far as the loose screws part, the pain piece, which could be a result of the loose screws, could be mitigated a little bit in Knee Club, but we'd really be able to address it once the loose screw issue was resolved. And when I talk about a mechanically sound knee, I'm talking about that there's nothing broken or torn in the knee. There's not a torn meniscus. There's not a torn ligament. There's not a fracture in a bone in the knee. You've gone to your doctor. You've gotten a diagnosis, and you know that we're working just with pain. And this is where so many people find themselves in pre or post surgery. They find themselves in a place of being in physical pain. The doctors can't point to anything as to why the knee hurts. They're just saying, well, I could give you drugs, give you shots. We could do an exploratory surgery where we could put you in physical therapy. But consequently, it just, at best, it puts a band-aid on the situation and it doesn't resolve what's going on. Pat, or wait a minute, was it Pat? Yeah, Pat, did that help? Um, yeah, so you had 1918 in there as far as when you had the surgery. I'm not sure if that's September 18th was, it looks like, oh, yeah, that's all the questions. Oh, you had a bone scan done. Okay, that's not telling me a whole lot there, Pat. Okay, M. Flores says, I had an MRI after the locking in my knee, and the MRI is clear. Nothing shows broken or torn, etc. Oop. So they sent me back to PT, and that's where I am now. And M. Flores 7746 is the PT putting you in pain? You getting results with the PT? Like, what's going on with that? Because that's where we need to, like, if you're happy with PT, I suppose you wouldn't be on the internet doing searches about knee pain. But like, how's PT going? You feeling relief after PT? You're feeling relief for a period of time and then the pain comes back, or the PT is just putting you in pain and you're lasting in pain for days after that. So that's something. And once again, this is a piece on getting out of pain. There is a nuanced conversation which needs to happen in order to get you out of pain. Like what Pat and M. Flores shared, we need to ask more questions. We need to ask better questions in order to get you the result that you're looking for. If we ask, superficial questions like, what exercises do I do to get my knee out of pain? Well, what if you don't need exercises? What if there's something else that you don't know about yet that needs to get you out of pain? What if there's something that you're doing that's actually causing you more pain? What if, there's 1,000 different what ifs, and I take each client that I work with in Knee Club individually, and we're picking apart their story and pointing them in a direction that is getting them different results, getting them to have a different experience of their knee. And that different experience of the knee gives us information. Maybe your body's dehydrated. Maybe your diet needs to be changed. Maybe supplementation. We need to look at what's going on with the supplements that you're taking or not taking that need to be incorporated into your life to get you better results. Maybe we need to change the neurological signaling that's going on in the knee, also known as comfort. Maybe we need to exercise. Maybe we don't need to exercise for a period of time. You could see just all of these different maybes are going to lead to a different experience. So we can't cookie cut this and say, oh, you got to do leg curls, leg extensions, and leg raises for the next 3 weeks, and hopefully your knee will be out of pain. Your body's much more complex than that. Your knee's much more complex than that. So we have to look at these nuanced conversations and dig deeper into what your body is capable, because your body has an infinite capacity to heal itself if given the right conditions and the right opportunities to do so. And if it's not healing, if it still continues to be in pain, we're not looking deep enough. Oh, let me see, I think there was another question that came in. Okay. I had a lateral release surgery. Okay. M. Flores, I know we would have challenges here, because giving me the type of surgery you had isn't telling me where your knee hurts. and you had a lateral release surgery, 7/17. Something happened, and I felt a snap. My knee locked. I think, was that before or after surgery? I went back. Okay, 2 weeks after Digger, I went back to work, but not. I'm off again, and I have a full knee brace. Okay. So sometimes typing does not convey exactly what needs to be conveyed in order to get the information that I'm going to need to be able to help you. You got a couple options at this point. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications for future videos. You want to take this to the next step, head on over to the kneepainguru.com website. I have a video there to watch, which begins to talk about my approach. If you want to dig in, there is Knee Club. It is a group coaching program. I work with clients twice a week in a group coaching format. You get specific videos in a members area of my website that I would point you to based on exactly how your knee hurts today. And then you work with those videos and you're going to get a result, whatever that is. The pain gets better, the pain gets worse, the pain moves, the pain changes. And then we're looking for the quality of what happens after you watch those videos, after you do the homework. And then on the next call, we have like, okay, what happened? You have this, you don't have full extension in the leg, full flexion in the leg, range of motion, pain, stiffness, achiness, tightness, whatever, however you're describing your knee. We do these neurological signaling changes in your knee. I call them pain pattern interrupts. What happens? And then on the other side of that, we need to tweak and adjust a whole host of different things. Water, nutrition, breathing, mindset, supplementation, mobility, stretching, strengthening, pain pattern interrupts. They're all different things which need to be incorporated into what's going on in your daily routine. This only takes a few minutes, not a ton of time. But what we're looking at is how does that change your experience of your knee? And that's what we're ultimately looking at, is that your knee feels better over a period of time. We're having an upward trend in terms of the comfort in your knee, the flexibility and mobility in your movement, how you show up in your life. My client Joey was telling me his wife can tell when his knee hurts. He's in a foul mood. You know, we don't want you in your relationships with your loved ones being cranky. It's no fun. So head on over to the kneepainguru.com website. Get on the newsletter list at the very least. I send out daily emails, which talks about different concepts as far as knee pain. You want to take action, take action today. Join Knee Club. You'll begin with the quick start guide. Our next call is, what is today? Wednesday, so tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. On Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So it's every Thursday at 5 p.m., every Monday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You can begin working with the quick start guide, which is going to start getting you relief immediately because we're working with the reflexes. The reflexes are the tiny little, like when the doctor taps your knee with a hammer, your knee jumps, you can't control it. Now we're bringing this to your conscious awareness, how to release the tension that's going on in your knee. You're going to have an experience of that, and then you jump in on the next call, and we start digging in on what's happening with your knee. If that's too big of a jump for you, which I understand, you got the internet, Bill's trying to scam me. Although the reality of helping people with knee pain, I can think of way easier ways of scamming people other than with knee pain. My point being is you could set up an appointment. We can schedule a time to talk. We can talk about your knee situation, whatever that is. And a lot of times people have those types of conversations with me when they've determined that I got an MRI and my meniscus is torn. What do I do? Like, I don't want surgery. Or I have a ligament torn. I don't want surgery. What do I do? How do I address this naturally? And it doesn't mean what I'm going to share with you is going to heal your knee. Like, I have to be legally correct here. I believe your body has the infinite capacity to heal itself. However, when you have a torn meniscus or a torn ligament, what can we do to mitigate or minimize what's going on in your knee to keep your knee in a good place, so you can avoid surgery or avoid a knee replacement, or whatever the case may be. So we want to take all those factors into consideration to figure out the best plan for you. Because ultimately it's about, it's taking where you're at, what's going on with your knee, and how we're going to move you to the place that you want to be using the tools that we have available. And we just need to align yourself with your body's ability to heal, using the reflexes, using universal principles, and just allowing your body to do what it knows how to do. Okay. I believe my daughter's done with lunch. I'm going to wrap up this video. Bill Paravano, the Knee Pain Guru, thanking you so much for being here. Remember, give the video a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications for future videos, and head on over to the kneepainguru.com website for more information. Cool. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. Bye-bye.